WNY News Now is sponsored by Chautauqua Audio Works, 3335 South Roberts Road in Fredonia. More than a music store. Call 679-4333. Call now, 679-4333.
Now at noon, a source tells us a grand jury convened in a New Year's Day stabbing case, and a man locked up after allegedly threatening people with a crossbow.
And I'm Dakota Hunter in the First Defense Weather Center. Going to be wet again today. A few scattered showers and storms this afternoon. Some of them could be strong. We're timing it out. Coming up.
Plus, are you doing any summer traveling? Well, you may want to listen up.
Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is News Now at noon.
Welcome to News Now at noon. I am Matt Hummel, in for Justin Gould today, who's on assignment. A live look at our 3rd Street camera where it's 69 degrees and ooh, some rain. A look at our top stories coming up. But first, we check in with Chief Forecaster, Mr. Dakota Hunter, for a first look at our weather. Dakota, what's up?
Hey, Matt. It's nice to see you on that anchor desk. We don't see you on that anchor desk very often. But yes, we are dodging just a few raindrops out there. Let's go straight to Langston. I'll show you exactly what's going on. That is some of the rain that moved through the area. But what's not showing up on the radar is those little speckle of rain showers that you've seen on that 3rd Street camera. They're kind of like right down in here, but it's not kind of showing up on the radar right now. But it will ultimately start showing up as we go throughout the afternoon hours. Now, the Storm Prediction Center maintains the standard slight risk for severe weather for much of western New York. That's all this yellow area for this afternoon. And, you know, we're thinking that gusty winds is going to be the main threat with these storms this afternoon. But we also got to keep our eyes on the cloud cover. If we can switch to the Max computer, I'll show you the cloud cover on the satellite and radar. And there it is. And that's what we're looking at. It's the cloud cover. And if we can keep the clouds over top of us, that will keep the atmosphere a little bit more stable and will prevent storms from firing this afternoon. You can see there's a few breaks in the cloud cover in some parts of the area. Now let's take you through future weather. This is the in-house RPM model. You can see the rain starts to clear out. There's a few pockets of clearing in the cloud cover pretty much early this afternoon, and if we see peaks of sunshine, that will help stabilize the atmosphere. We'll actually unstable it, so we need the cloud cover to stabilize there. That's the line of storms peeking back to the west. You can see it starts to move in here by about 5 o'clock. Now the RPM is keeping it further to the north, but it may sag a little bit farther down to the south. And then as we go throughout the evening hours, it starts to clear out of here. And probably by about 7 or 8 o'clock, we'll be in for a gorgeous night after that. So for the forecast for the remainder of the afternoon, rain breaks will continue. Peaks of sun are possible in between the rain breaks. Storms refire in the afternoon if we can get the sun to come out. Some of them could be strong to severe, 74 to 78 with a southwest wind, 15 to 25 miles per hour. I'll show you the other in-house computer model along with that Quick Solution 7-day a little bit later on in the show. Medi Ice.
Dakota, see you in a bit. A source tells us that a county grand jury convened at 10 a.m. today to listen to testimony from witnesses in the criminal case against Jamestown teen Justice McBride. McBride is accused of stabbing 2 people during an altercation in Kyantone on New Year's Day, one of whom spoke to us earlier this month. McBride was originally charged with 1st and 2nd degree assault, as well as criminal possession of a weapon. He was released on bail earlier this year. A DeWittville man allegedly threatened multiple people with a crossbow during a recent robbery of a Beach Hill Road home. Sheriffs say 25-year-old Jerome Rogerson also grabbed a person's neck, causing injury while preventing others from calling 911. Rogerson allegedly took property from a victim before leaving the scene. He was located and arrested on numerous charges later on, including robbery and endangering the welfare of a child. He is currently in county jail without bail. A Pennsylvania man faces numerous charges after New York State Police say they seized illegal metal knuckles from his vehicle during a traffic stop in Olean Monday. 34-year-old Martin Miller also reportedly possessed a loaded semi-automatic pistol. State police says he can't have that in New York State, and he also allegedly had a small amount of marijuana. Miller was arraigned in Portville Town Court, where he was released on his own recognizance. He is scheduled to reappear in court at a later date. When we return, we're going to talk about what you're doing this summer, and you may want to listen up to some tidbits of advice.
You're watching WNY News Now. This is News Now at noon.
Brought to you by the people giving hope at Gifts Decor and More. With the controversial Kratom, Gifts Decor and More is giving hope to Southern Chautauqua County residents, one visit at a time.
The Fitness Bunker in Lakewood is a locally owned and operated club that cares about your health and wellness. They invest in it. Right now, $16 for 16 days will get you in the door. Lose 4 pounds, your next month is on them. Try a green zone class and maximize your performance. Hot yoga, 24/7 access. Simply walk into Fitness Bunker in Lakewood right now on Summit Avenue. Make an investment in your health and wellness. Fitness Bunker in Lakewood. Find them on Facebook.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. We have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
Driving this summer may cost you more at the pump. AAA says a typical driver will shell out an extra $6 to $9 per month to fill up those prices. Those prices are at their highest level in several years. According to GasBuddy.com, the average price for a gallon of gas in Jamestown runs just over $3. AAA estimates the pump prices will stay between $3 to $3.20 throughout the summer. Northwest Arena officials announced yesterday that the Rebels will call the city home starting this season, and they'll replace the Southern Tier Express. The team is migrating from Philadelphia, where they played in the East Division of the North American Hockey League. Coach Joe Coombs is excited for the fall and the opportunity to make the community proud of their team.
We're very up-tempo. I do fit the physical side of the game if you like it. I think you'll like us. But we're going to have a lot of fun. But my message to you guys is we're gonna grain ourselves in this town, and we're going to be well behaved and run a disciplined program that you can be very proud of. I know certainly with how we do things that it's not going to be long before you are proud. So.
And Dakota Hunter, what's going on? You're coming up next.
The weather is heating up, and so are the deals at Express Bike and Auto, right here in Jamestown, located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension. They are your one-stop shop for all of your vehicle, ATV, and motorcycle needs. They even sell vehicles, and guess what? Financing is available. So what are you waiting for? Get to Express Bike and Auto right here in Jamestown at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension now.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com.
Yeah.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
All right, welcome back to News Now. Let's kick off this weather segment with the Sky Vision Camera Network. That is the camera in Lakewood. That's on, I almost said Fairmont. Yeah, that's Fairmont Avenue. And it's 73 degrees with a west-southwest wind of 12 and a sticky dew point of 67. And they've picked up over a quarter of an inch of rain so far today. On to the graphics, and we'll take a look at Doppler vision. This is the live sweep, and you can see here, this is a lot of the rain that moved through the area this morning. Now, here comes the live sweep that's going to update. And as I showed you on the Viper radar, and also as you've seen on the camera earlier, these little speckle of showers is kind of what's moving through now, but we do expect some more rain if we can get the cloud cover to part. This is it back here, back to our west. It's not looking all that impressive, but as it kind of moves into our air mass, well, we do expect these storms to kind of refire once again as a front kind of pushes on through. Once again, the standard slight risk remains in effect for much of western New York by the Storm Prediction Center. That's all this yellow shaded area. That's basically a 2 out of 5 for severe weather. There's a less than average marginal risk for the extreme western portion of the county. Going down into PA, that's a 1 out of 5. But in this slight risk zone, these are the threats that the Storm Prediction Center is outlining. There's a 2% probability of tornadoes in this slight risk zone, and then there's also a 15% probability of damaging wind gusts. That's pretty much 60 miles an hour and higher. And so you can see pretty much what the main threat with these storms will be damaging winds. And again, the forward motion on these storms will be somewhere between 45 and 50 miles an hour. So that will obviously create some damaging winds. Again, the threats, wind, and definitely lightning will be there. You know, a touch of large hail can't be ruled out with these, and there's also a very low end tornado risk, but I don't really expect that, but there is a low risk, and it's worth mentioning as we go throughout the afternoon. Now, earlier on, I showed you the RPM. This is our other in-house computer model. This is our Barron model, which is exclusive to us here. You can see it showing the scattered activity now, and then there's going to be a little bit of a break. You can see that line of storms peaking right back to our west. This is going to be it. It's going to start moving in here, and again, this model is pointing it just a little bit to the south to where the RPM was, but again, you can see this is by about 5 o'clock. So main timing window 4 to 7 o'clock today for the strongest storms. It hightails out to the east. I think maybe the strongest activity is going to be out to our east, and then it clears out, and we'll have just a gorgeous night for tonight. Now, talking about rain chances, I've been mentioning it all week. Some areas do need rain. Today's going to be the best chance, 70%, and then we get into a sticky air mass for next week that bumps up the rain chances, but only at 30% as we go into next week. Zone by zone for tomorrow, temperatures really come down, and it becomes more comfortable. The humidity comes down as well. Mid-70s here, nice sunshine as we go throughout the day. Eastward into Cattaraugus County, same story here. Pretty much mid to upper 70s with nice sunshine and lower humidity. Now, the future, proudly presented to you by Quick Solutions. 77 Friday, full sunshine. And take a look at that. Oh boy, we go into the mid to upper 80s. We'll make a run at 90, Matt, as we go into Monday. That's hot! And that's a nice little taste of July there. And the humidity also comes up as well with that. Tuesday, we back it down just a little bit, back down into the upper 70s, and more human comfort at that as well. The humidity comes down as well.
Dakota, thanks for the great news, buddy. Yep. And speaking of news, it continues online at WNYNewsNow.com. And we're going to be back here live at...
You gotta tell me if you love me or not, love me or not, love me or not. Been wishing for you, am I lucky or not, lucky or not, lucky or not.